Welcome back to China Price Watch, where we're talking about the benefits from and the costs of obtaining a Beijing household registration, or Hukou. Along with opening the door to Beijing's rich educational resources, the city's Hukou also helps with other life necessities. A Beijing Hukou grants its holder access to one of the country's strongest social security systems and also allows the purchase of two prerequisites for marriage: a home and a car. When it comes to housing, recent policies have once again put Hukou holders at an advantage. Following the implementation of licensed lotteries in 2010 and housing restrictions in 2011, outsiders must now present proof of 5 consecutive years of uninterrupted employment and Social Security payments to be eligible for purchase of either a license plate or a home. Given the range of benefits offered, Beijing Hukous are in high demand. In a survey conducted by the China Youth Daily, 73% of respondents said they'd strive to get a major city Hukou because of access to housing, medical care, and social welfare. 63% of respondents also listed their children's education needs as a primary reason to seek a different Hukou. But obtaining a Beijing Hukou is no easy matter. There are 3 main avenues that outsiders can use to get their hands on the coveted registration status: investment, marriage, or employment. Investment is the most costly, marriage the most long-term, and employment the most difficult. To qualify for an investor's Hukou, the investment or the new business started must meet several regulations related to taxes, duration of operation, and number of native Beijingers employed. Jiaren.com says that conservative estimates of the total cost of a suitable investment would be 8 million yuan or $1.25 million. The article was then quick to note that those with that much money to throw around usually can do without a native Hukou. Other cheaper investment options exist if one agrees to operate in Beijing's poorer outskirts, but these still cost over $150,000 in several years' time. Hukou by marriage is a financially cheaper, but possibly emotionally costly route to a Hukou. Those marrying a Beijing Hukou holder can automatically convert their Hukou status within 8 years of marriage. By allowing a child's Hukou status to be passed down through either the father or the mother, the Chinese government made Beijing's men and women much more eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. The final and most difficult method for obtaining a Hukou is through the city's tightly restricted quota system. Each year, Beijing offers native Hukous to 6,000 university graduates who find work in Beijing. The China Economic Weekly reports that this number represents a 1/3 reduction from 2010. The cuts to quotas come as the number of graduates of Beijing University grows to 229,000. This means there are now 40 graduates competing for each of the treasured registration permits. How to pick the chosen few in this environment? It appears Beijing's Hukou quotas are now a method of luring the best and brightest into China's state-owned enterprises, or SOEs. Reports in the China Economic Weekly show that 70% of allotted Hukous are given to SOEs, who then hold them out as enticement for recent graduates of universities or graduate programs. Applicants must meet various criteria, often including a graduate degree and a year of overseas education. An official from a local bureau of the Human Resources and Social Security Department told the China Economic Weekly that many of the Hukous given to SOEs make their way onto the Hukou black market, where they're sold for prices ranging from $50,000 to $80,000. Hukou reform has been on the Communist Party's docket for decades now, but changes have been incremental at best. Though non-Hukou holders are no longer physically expelled from Chinese cities, they remain permanent outsiders in the eyes of the government. We'll bring you more on Hukou reform in future episodes of China Price Watch. Don't go away, because up next we get Beijingers' take on Beijing's Hukou system and its treatment of outsiders. Stay tuned.